Welcome back, Go Gunners family. Rio Ferdinand reveals 2 concerns for Arsenal in title race and makes prediction. Rio Ferdinand has revealed 2 concerns for Arsenal as they chase a long-awaited Premier League title under Mikel Arteta. Arsenal looked impenetrable during the first few months of the season, but dropped points in 3 of their last 5 games has brought them back to the chasing pack. Mikel Arteta's side drew 2-2 with Sunderland at the start of last month before failing to beat 10-man Chelsea at the end of November. Arsenal suffered just their second defeat of the season on Saturday, losing 2-1 to Aston Villa thanks to Emiliano Buendia's dramatic last-minute winner. The Gunners are now just 2 points ahead of Pep Guardiola's Manchester City and 3 ahead of their last opponents, Aston Villa and ex-Arsenal manager Unai Emery. Ferdinand had downplayed Arsenal's recent wobble and still expects the Gunners to become Premier League champions for the first time since 2004. However, Ferdinand, a winner of 6 league titles at Manchester United, says it is less than ideal for Arsenal that Man City are so close despite being bang average this season. Ferdinand also says Arsenal's injury record is a cause for concern, with Arteta having to make do without a number of first-team stars. Arsenal are only 2 points above Man City, who have been bang average this season, and 3 above Aston Villa, Ferdinand said on his YouTube channel. Arsenal fans are so up and down, it's unbelievable. I still think Arsenal will win the league. I do. They're making hard work of it now, but what team doesn't go through those spells at some point? The injuries are killing Arsenal, but I still think they win the title. Arsenal fans are so up and down, which is understandable because they've been starved off success. But I think they get over the line, and it could be the start of something special for that team. Ferdinand's former teammate Paul Scholes has also warned Arsenal of the threat of Manchester City, who won 4 league titles in a row before finishing 3rd last season. Man City have a great chance now, don't they? Scholes said on the Good, the Bad, and the Football podcast. I still don't think they're quite right, but they always get better in the second half of the season. And the thing with Arsenal is they can't win a big game. They lost to Liverpool, they couldn't beat Man City at home when they were struggling. Aston Villa are a good team, don't get me wrong, but Arsenal just can't win big games. They couldn't beat Chelsea after they went down to 10 men. If you're going to win the league, you've got to start winning some big games. You've got to beat your rivals, and they can't do it. Historically, Man City always get better after January. They were in the Club World Cup, so they didn't really have a preseason. Arsenal returned to Premier League action on Saturday against bottom-placed Wolves following a midweek Champions League clash at Club Brugge. Matilda's star captain's super important win in Europe as Cooney Cross situation evolves. Arsenal are through to the knockout phases of the Women's Champions League after a 1-0 win over FC Twente, thanks to an early goal from Beth Mead. The Gunners had 61% of the ball and 15 shots to 2, but were guilty of prolificacy, failing to turn their dominance into a sizable scoreline. Steph Catley wore the captain's armband, starting at center back alongside Lotte Wubbenmoy, as Twente created little to worry the Matilda star, who completed 70 of her 78 passes. The clean sheet is important. Our goalkeeper Annika Borbe took a knock to the face, but she was great and did everything she needed to really well, Catley told UFA. It was a big win, an important one. We could have scored more, but they really put bodies on the line. There were 3 or 4 goal line clearances, but I'm pleased with how we stuck together. From an Australian perspective, the most pleasing aspect of this Arsenal victory was certainly the performance of Kyra Cooney-Cross, who played a full 90 minutes in midfield for the Gunners. After struggling for minutes to start the season, it appears the Matildas midfielder has now worked her way into the starting 11 under Renee Sledgers. Cooney-Cross has now started each of Arsenal's last 4 matches across the Women's Super League and the Champions League, producing an excellent performance here. The 23-year-old completed 55 of her 61 passes and all 3 of her dribbles, created 1 chance, made 10 passes into the final third, put in 2 tackles, added 3 recoveries, and won 6 of her 7 ground duels. Only Katie McCabe, 100, and Wubbenmoy, 94, had more touches than Cooney-Cross, 83. With captain Kim Little now fit again after 2 substitute appearances, it will be interesting to see if the Australian maintains her place in the 11 for Saturday night AST's league clash against Everton. Fellow Matilda star Caitlin Ford came off the bench in 58th minute, creating a chance, but could not help Arsenal add to their lead. We could have maybe took a few more risks in the final third. We had very good chances today and didn't put some of them in the back of the net, which is very frustrating, Mead told Disney+. We obviously want to score more goals. We had chances to do that. We weren't ruthless enough in front of goal today. When you have chances, you have to score. After a poor start to their Champions League defense, giving up leads and losses to Lyon and Bayern Munich, the Gunners have clicked into gear, winning back-to-back matches against Real Madrid and now Twente. With that, they move up to 6th in the league phase table,